Okay, Michael, I think we're to get right on down to the to one of the tougher questions that comes up with somebody that's working on their own vehicle, and it's that person's worst nightmare. It's the dreaded broken bolt.
Boy, that's a real problem.
We don't want to talk about the words that are normally said
Oh, sure.
immediately after the broke bolt. That probably wouldn't be good.
It's like they say, every 20-minute job is one broken bolt away from becoming a 3-day ordeal.
Yeah.
The advice I have is if you're not really skilled at it, maybe you need to back off, drop back, develop a better plan, maybe get somebody that has some experience, because
You can get into some big stuff. I've seen people have to pull cylinder heads off and all sorts of things.
sure, normally somebody that's skilled at it, if you take it to them, they can repair it, no problem. But if you get on it and you drill sideways or off center or something like that, it may be beyond
And they can't do
repair.
anything with it after that.
I've seen people bring cylinder heads in that they've tried, and not only did they drill through the bolt, but they drilled like
Yeah.
through the head, through the part of the exhaust port, and into a water jacket. You know, so at that point it was
Nothing
it was
you can do.
scrap.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's even people that are skilled at it, there's no guarantee that you're going to
That
be
it's going to turn out good. And that's one of the things that we tell someone if they bring a vehicle in that's got a broken bolt. One of the first things out of my mouth is, I can't promise, and I can't promise you we'll be able to get it out, because there's no way to do that. There's whatever reason, the way the bolt is broken, the drill's going to angle to a different spot. But the common procedure, and add to this, if there's different things I'm missing, but what I always try to do is level off the bolt just a little bit.
Sure.
You can normally do that with a Dremel carbon tip bit, and you can level it off, and then you can spike the bolt as close to the center as you can get it, and then use the correct size drill bit. And we were talking about this one time before, and you said, Aaron, one of the secrets is a really sharp drill bit. Is that right?
Sure. Once bits get some wear on them, they tend to want to walk or not cut evenly side to side, and you want it to cut, not hang, and it's just, you need good bits. First and foremost, when you're dealing with broken bolts, you want to put everything you can in your favor, because there's so many things that are out of your control that might go wrong. So
$3, $4, $5 drill bit, or even
Absolutely.
if it's $10, that's cheap compared to what you may go through if you don't get the bolt out. And but again, that's one of the worst things I can think of that can happen to even a professional automotive technician, is a broke bolt. Now that gives me a chance to mention PB Blaster, because I always recommend spraying a bolt down with if it's one that's got some rust on it, or you suspect that it's going to break, spray it down with PB Blaster real well and let it sit for a little bit.
Sure.
And it will permeate through the threads, and it will dissolve some of the rust, and then use more of a bumping action instead of just a good solid pull.
Sure.
And many times a professional just has the feel of what's going to make it come off.
you might be able to shock the bolt a couple times, take something flat and bounce off the head of it. If it's a spot you can get a little heat on it, maybe put a little heat on it, and sometimes that'll help draw the penetrant in. So, like I said, you definitely want to take all the steps you can to try to avoid it. And then if it does break, well, then
that's a terrible thing. But we did want to take time and cover broken bolts real carefully, because again, it can be the most dreaded thing a do-it-yourselfer can do. So take every precaution to keep that from happening.